Hello, hello. Testing, testing. All right. Awesome, awesome. All right. So today, let me go ahead and start to share my screen, which is on screen two. All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Here we go. Let's get started. So we're creating a vivid and detailed vision of your future self. This is truth number four. Hey, get down. Um, it's my dog. So, introduction, I'm Sandra Lee. I'm a transformation spiritual life coach. My passion is in uplifting, empowering, inspiring you and others to pursue your very best life through personal growth, self discovery, and spiritual fulfillment. And so, let's talk about or look at what we're going to talk about today. We'll do a small recap of what I've covered so far over the last week or last Saturdays, and then detail and specificity around goal setting. Don't become a wandering generality by one of my favorite authors, and steps to create a clear path to your dream. And then we'll talk about some what if scenarios if you win, and what if scenarios if you don't win in terms of achieving your goals. And then we'll cap with a summary. And of course, you know, I always like to end with gratitude. I think it's really important. But first, let's just kind of do a small recap. This is the slide from last week. I liked it because of the Pied Piper, but we talked about truth number three, and that is your future self, who you will become, will be the Pied Piper. The Pied Piper always gets paid. What is the Pied Piper? It's a person who entices others to follow him or her, or one that offers strong but delusive entitlement or enticements. So time will either be your friend or your enemy, and it will either promote you or expose you. And our future self is a result of our decisions that we make right now. So who you are now is a result of every experience that you've had in your life up until this point. Your growth or your lack of is a result of the people or the books that you've spent time with. Everything we do has a consequence. Who we are now is a result of who we were in the past, and who you become in the future will be a result of the decisions that you make now and today. So you cannot escape your future self no matter what you do, unless, of course, the good Lord says it's time for you to come home. But what does it take in the meanwhile to become our best future self? It takes discipline, it takes consistency, and it takes persistence. You can invest in yourself now or place yourself in debt. And when you make new commitment, your identity will align with your commitment, and then your behavior will change to be in alignment with how you see yourself. How you proactively change and elevate your vision by up leveling how you see yourself, your identity will evolve and your actions will change to be in alignment. So the more you invest, the more committed you will be. The more you invest, the bigger your vision will be. Invest your time, your money, and your talents. Investing in yourself is how you shatter that glass ceiling of your current potential and elevate your sense of who you will become and what you can do and what you can have. So, truth number three is that your future self is the Pied Piper. All right. So, let's just dive into truth number four. So, details and specificity matters. If I can say that three times really fast. The principles of details and specificity emphasizes the importance of providing clear, precise, and comprehensive information. And this involves being thorough in your explanations, providing specific examples, and avoiding ambiguity. It is so important to delve into the specifics, verbally articulating your goals and any challenges and desire in detail to someone that you trust. It's really helpful to kind of talk these things out. Saying it out loud can lead to more meaningful insights and actionable steps towards your transformation. And the more measurable and specific and detailed you see your future self, the quicker you will progress to your goals. But have you written out your goals? That's the question. First of all, to make progression and where you want to go, it's very important and helpful to write out your specific goals. Your effectiveness comes with combining your specific details and metrics with a vivid vision of where you see yourself. See it in your mind's eye, write the vision and make it plain. And remember, every time you invest in who you choose to be in the future, you will inherently get better. So this is Zig Ziglar. So don't become a wandering generality. And without being focused and clear on what it is you're trying to achieve, you'll become what Zig calls a wandering generality. And in Dr. Hardy's book, he states it is a fact that people who are lost tend to wander in circles, which was tested by researchers. And people tend to walk in circles when they lack clear and specific directions. Have you ever walked in a circle? Have you gone somewhere, maybe, I don't know, to a park somewhere and you got lost and you realize that you're just walking in circles? So the study concluded that without clarity of where you're going, you will wander in circles despite the fact that you may be thinking you're making progress. Thank God for GPS, right? So without clear goals for yourself, which is what GPS is, your goals are like GPS, and tangible, clear specifics along the way, you will become a wandering generality. And you don't want to do that. Be a meaningful specific. As Zig Ziglar said, it's about focusing on your unique and purposeful and being purposeful rather than just drifting through life without direction. So how do you get detailed and specific, right? There's 10 steps to creating a clear path to your dream. And so let's review those steps so that we can establish a clear path to our goals, to what it is we want out of life. And your goals will shape your progress, your process, and help you progress along the way. And then you'll have to commit to the process. So here are the 10 steps to creating a path towards your dream. What if you achieve everything you set out to do? How would it feel? Right? If you start talking about what's possible, all right. Yeah, so what if you achieve everything you set out to do? But on the flip side, what if you don't achieve? What if things don't work out and you don't achieve your goals? It can be disheartening, but it's important to realize and remember that setbacks are part of the natural part of the journey. And here's what you can do if you don't achieve goals. You can reflect, reevaluate, identify the lessons, stay positive, set new goals, seek support, take action, remain persistent, and celebrate your progress. Remember, I've said it's not so much of achieving the goals, who you become during the journey and in the process. And we're going into the first quarter of the year, 2024. So there's still time and still work for us to do on ourselves. I'm including myself in that equation because I am also learning this right alongside you. So to get where you want to go, you have to put yourself out there, plan to fail fast and fail often, keep learning, keep growing. If you want to earn a certain amount of money, 6 figures, who do you have to become to be that person who earns 6 figures? Who will your future self have to be in order to earn 7 figures or 8 figures? What books are you going to be reading? What courses are you going to be taking? Who are you learning from and how are you different? And it's not always about the degree. Let me just tell you that, because there are a lot of PhDs out there, a lot of doctors who are not earning what they want to be earning. So you do have to put yourself out there. You have to take action. You have to be about growth and learning and not be afraid to fail. And listen, let me tell you, I was afraid to fail at one point in time, still am in some respect, but I also realized that if I don't step outside of my comfort zone, then things will remain the same. And what did I say a few weeks ago? Keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Einstein says that is insanity. So I try not to live in insanity. All right. So the best way to predict the future is to simply shatter your status quo and elevate your thinking and stop playing small. When you take action and an interest and invest in you, your commitment to yourself gets bigger. This changes how you see yourself. How much courage does it take to be the best version of yourself? By investing in yourself and remaining commitment, your identity will change. You will start to lead yourself differently, and you will simply become a better human overall. When you see yourself different, growing, you become a different, bolder, and better version of you. And when you change and upgrade the vision of yourself, again, your identity and your behavior will change. The more you invest in you, the more committed you will be. So invest in you now. Buy the books, take the course, go on the trip, start the business. You will look back on this time and realize you made the best decision ever. When we're committed, there's a saying of burn the ships, meaning there's no turning back. You're fully committed to doing whatever you set out to do. The point is, when your vision is driving your effort and you realize that your transformation is at a point where you cannot retreat, you have to keep moving forward. There's no turning back. It is now time to burn the ship. All right. So, in summary, the more measurable and specific and detailed you see your future self, the quicker you will progress towards your goals. But you must have your goals written out. Remember, the Bible, our basic instructions before leaving Earth, states to write the vision and make it plain. So, without clear goals for yourself and a tangible, clear specifics along the way, you will become what Zig Ziglar calls a wandering generality. So instead of that, be a meaningful specific. It's about focusing on being unique and purposeful rather than just drifting through life without a plan or direction. Do what if scenarios. What if you win? How would you feel? Celebrate, reflect, remain humble, keep learning, inspire others, and enjoy the moment. But on the other hand, what if you don't win? What if things don't work out? Make sure you recalibrate. Simply change in the way you're doing or thinking about the goal and how to achieve it. If you don't achieve your goals, it can be disheartening, but it's also important to remember that setbacks are part of the journey. Fail fast, fail often, and fail a lot. That's where you get the experience. That's where you get the lesson. And simply remember that life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you. All right. Lastly, and before we part today, let's think about what we are grateful for and all that you have as you seek your continued growth. I believe that gratitude can change everything. It seems simple, but it's also very powerful. Practicing gratitude can help you cultivate a positive mindset. Research shows that expressing gratitude can lead to greater happiness and reduce stress, and it can strengthen our relationships and our connection with other people. There's so many benefits that we can get from gratitude. So Rob and I have a specific time every day, every night that we express our gratitude. And it could be anything great or small. Like today, I'm just grateful to connect with some girlfriends that I hadn't spent time with in a really long time. I'm going to do that after this recording. But I want you to name one thing from this week that you're grateful for, maybe one thing from today already that you're grateful for. And I'm going to ask you to engage, place it in the chat so that we can all share and celebrate with you. All right. So you can connect with me through Instagram. I'm at Pathfinder by S. Lee, or you can visit my website at sandraleebranch.com. And all the materials mostly that I've been sharing with you is by Dr. Benjamin Hardy. Please do yourself a favor and add his book to your library. I don't get paid for that. I'm not an affiliate, But I just love his book so much. I love the concepts and the principles out of this book because it really helps us to think beyond where we are right now and to level up in our life. So, Be Your Future Self Now. It's by Dr. Benjamin Hardy. You should add that to your library. Next week, we're talking about failing as your future self is better than succeeding as your current self. All right. You have questions? Any questions? Any questions? All right, everybody. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful weekend.